Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is your instructor Joy. Let me first play a tune for you. This was beginning of Dvorak's Romance. Thank you very much for all your nice comments, sending me donations, booking lessons with me. I really appreciate. So today I want us to talk about, excuse me, keeping a good sound in high positions. I get a lot of those questions in from the YouTube comments and in my teaching studio as well. Whether we're playing arpeggio or scales or a repertoire pieces, as soon as we get higher positions, especially on lower strings like G and D, all of a sudden the sound kind of gets lost and we're wondering what's wrong. Is it my violin? Do I need new string? What is it? Often it's us. Often has something to do with the bow. So let's talk about the important parts when it comes to sound production. There are three. First, contact point of the bow, where the bow sits on the string. We also call it sounding point, they're saying. 2, the bow speed. And 3, bow weight, how much weight you want to put on the bow. So those three are the important parts when it comes to producing sound. So I made a lot of videos about sounding point and contact point of the bow. But when we're in the first position or up to third position, the same sounding point somewhat works, which are, for G string, it's a little closer to the fingerboard, D string, A and E. As you noticed, a little diagonal like that. Oops, something like that. Yeah? But the reason this same sounding points no longer work in high positions is because when we place the finger in higher position, notice that we're stopping the vibrating string, which means the length of the vibrating string got shortened. So if we keep the bow in the same spot, which is the ideal sounding point for the lower positions, no longer work. So we have to do one of those three facts of sound production: either change of the sounding point or contact point, or change your bow speed, or the weight of the bow. Sometimes all three. Whichever works, you want to apply that. General rule, it's a little different from one violin to next, but generally, as you get higher, the sounding point gets closer to the bridge. Yeah? So let's say D string, this is your sounding point normally in the first position. But as you get higher, how close I am to the bridge. Yeah, so that's one way to do. If you want to keep the sound resonating and loud, and you want to also apply a little more bow weight, that way you have both nice resonant sound and also quite strong, powerful forte. When you're new to such exercise of changing sounding point or contact point of the bow, that can be a little difficult because we're busy, working on the left hand, and then adjusting the contact point can be quite overwhelming. There's a great exercise for that. So simply just by placing the bow on any string, any open string, and see if you can move in one down bow stroke, starting near the fingerboard, and then gradually move it to the bridge, and then bring it back to the fingerboard. Something like this. So we're just training ourselves to be able to adjust the bow, the contact point of the bow, whenever we want it. You can do the same thing up bow, on and on. So you can be a little creative with this exercise. Maybe you do multiple times back and forth, closer to the fingerboard, bridge and back and forth, or just once if you're new to that. Yeah. So share with us your experience with your high position playing, and then let us know whether this video was helpful. Thank you for watching and hope to see you again. Bye bye.